Welcome to the Crypto Market Updates channel. I wanted to hop on a live today and figured maybe I could start doing a regular morning. It's Monday the 7th of July, 6:30 a.m. here in South Korea, and my phone is on, so it means the live is on, so that's good. There's feed. So I wanted to hop on today and just let's have a look at the market today. Crypto market, what's going on? I'm gonna go over some things and see what's happening. Let's have a look quickly at the market. Market capitalization stands at $1.2 trillion, $37 billion in trading volume, and Bitcoin's at a 48% dominance. Did you know that there are over 9,000 coins in circulation? That's nuts. Bitcoin stands at $30,200, Ethereum at $1,800. BNB is on the 4th place, XRP, everything's kind of red today. Cardano, 28 cents. Would be nice to see what's happening. So the talk of the town is everybody's talking about altcoin seasons. Everybody's looking forward to the next bull run. Plan B on Twitter. Plan B on Twitter is posting charts indicating the return of a bull market, which everybody's hoping for. And so his idea is that the blue dots right here, we're in this section right here, and so we're looking towards like the market's moving towards the green line, basically the bull run up like we saw in the last bull market in 2021. So I guess just to make everyone aware of the fact that we're approaching the halving of Bitcoin halving, which historically has been a sign for a massive bull run, right? In 2000, there's the bull run in 2000, the topping of 2018, 2017, 2018, the rally, then the one that took place in 2021, we topped up at 69,000, and the next halving that's supposed to take place, this is going to be the 4th one. I don't know if the first one marked here was sometimes in 2000, was it 14, 13? Yeah, 2012, I guess, 13, okay. And the 4th one is taking place. If you go over, you can find yourself a nifty little Bitcoin halving clock, which is 2081 days left. And supposed to fall sometime on April the 16th. So that's going to be the time where we're looking at Bitcoin halving. And historically, there is a time period before the Bitcoin halving of about 6 months accumulation, according to Plan B. That's what he apparently says as well. If you look historically, there is the halving right here, and the halving itself is not actually the time during which you will see the massive spike in Bitcoin prices, right? Usually the run-ups occur a year and a half after Bitcoin halving. So right here in 2016, the Bitcoin halving was right here in June, and then the prices peaked in December of 2017. So that's over a year after the actual halving. The third halving in 2020 occurred in May, and then we saw the price of Bitcoin top out in November of 2021. So next year, the halving should take place sometime in April 16th. I think that's what it says. There is no data showing on past. Monday, April 16th, 15th, yeah, okay, somewhere around here, April 16th. So we may be looking at a topping in sometime towards the end of 2025, which would be around here, I guess. Let's see. Possibly somewhere around here, quite possibly. Yeah, this would be the start of the year, I think. June. Yeah. So that's where we'll be looking at. So there is still quite a bit of time that would be required to get to wherever it may be going. There are predictions that Bitcoin might go up to over 120,000 K. In any case, that's where it's happening. And why would this be happening? Everybody keeps asking. Bitcoin halving basically means that the number of Bitcoins being mined on the daily is being sliced in half, which means that there's a smaller number of Bitcoins being mined overall. Taking out Bitcoin out of circulation means that it increases in value because it creates scarcity, right? Right. That's the idea. But in the meantime, what's happening here? But in the meantime, everybody's talking about Bitcoin or rather altcoin rally. There's a lot of confusion. Bitcoin's been kind of stagnating at the 30,000 level. It hasn't really moved much. It's been pretty. Daily here, it hasn't moved much. It's just been bouncing around in this range right here. This, yeah, we've got this range here. Bounce around between 31 and 29,000. And according to what Gareth Soloway says, Gareth Soloway is the guy who predicted, if you're not aware, who saw the massive drop in Bitcoin. Basically, when Bitcoin was at about 69,000 right here, Gareth Soloway was talking about a drop to 12K. This didn't come to fulfillment. Bitcoin bottomed out at 15K, but it came pretty close, and so everybody was laughing at him, and that came to pass. So right now, Bitcoin's bouncing around in this range, and his view is that if if Bitcoin breaks through this range, obviously, if it breaks down, if it breaks below the 30,000 resistance, it's a psychological level, the round numbers are, then there is a chance that Bitcoin might go down lower. So in any case, everybody's talking about what's going to happen next. And of course, you've heard about the BlackRock ETF, which everybody's thinking that it's very bullish. And I think the sentiment is that the reason why Bitcoin's remaining at the levels that it is because everybody's hoping for the ETF to bring in massive liquidity, massive capital into cryptocurrency market, which may or may not happen, right? It may or may not happen. In the meantime, what's happening here? Binance lays off dozens of employees with plans to trim US workforce amid regulatory pressure report. The SEC is still knocking on people's door. Binance is in hot water, and so is Coinbase, which is the biggest, most transparent, I guess, and most the cryptocurrency exchange that is most regulated, I guess, out of all of them, yeah. So Binance is moving out of USA. It was planning to move out of USA. There was talk about stopping people's access to trading or withdrawing USD, US dollars off the Binance exchange in the USA. The world's largest crypto exchange by trading volume is reportedly downsizing amid mounting pressure from federal investigation. So it's not looking very great. So this is what's keeping people away from the cryptocurrency market right now, basically. A lot of pressure. Bitcoin mining firm reports 21% decrease in revenues in June. So there's clearly a pullback away from cryptocurrencies, and people are not really willing to get in right now because there's a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt about what's going on in the market, and people are just simply not willing to drop their money in. And there's the belief that the new ETF by BlackRock will stir up a lot of institutional investment. But the thing is, if you got big companies with billions of dollars, and you expect them to invest those billions into the cryptocurrency sphere that is unregulated, why would a big company throw so much money into a space that is unregulated and run the risk of losing all that money, right? So companies that are regulated, that do adhere to the regulations imposed by the government, the SEC in that particular case, are not going to throw millions of dollars into an investment that is, that could go up in smoke any minute because there is no regulations, and they will not be getting their money back if they lose any of it, right? So so fewer people are moving Bitcoin, despite the fact that apparently everybody's talking about, or Cohen and Soloway were talking about Bitcoin dominance going up, but I guess nobody's moving Bitcoin, nobody's trading Bitcoin. Vitalik Buterin in an article was suggesting that Bitcoin needs something. Ethereum inventor Vitalik Buterin has advice for Bitcoin. He's basically saying that I think if we want Bitcoin to be more than payments, it needs more scaling solutions. And right now, Bitcoin is not even payments. So I guess people begin to refer to it as a store of value, as the gold, because it's Bitcoin was meant to be initially by Satoshi Nakamoto in his white paper. It was meant to be a peer-to-peer payment system, and that's not coming to fruition. I mean, yes, people have paid with Bitcoin and it's usable, but it's not something that people use on a regular basis. And so I think for convenience sake, people have it's begun being referred to as a store of value, as gold, something that can be held rather than moved around and sold, because that's not happening, not really. So that's what's up with Vitalik. Binance lays up. Okay. Crypto Twitter influencers see altcoin season on the horizon. 3 coins to buy. So everybody's talking about altcoin season. Everybody's looking forward to that, or thinking that it's going to happen. They're talking about Dogecoin and Litecoin and Polygon or Matic. Litecoin is about to have its Litecoin is also going through a halving season that's occurring sometime soon. I think you could find a Litecoin clock as well if you look it up. But basically, the reward for Litecoin is going down from 12.5 Litecoin to 6.25. And Litecoin is a fork of the Bitcoin blockchain, which means that it runs a similar protocol as Bitcoin. So that's why I guess Litecoin has been in the limelight for a long time. Bitcoin shrimps and crabs accumulate Bitcoin aggressively amid heightened institutional interest. So again, institutional interest, everybody talks about it. I think there's a lot more hype around the rise of crypto than anything else. There is no institutional investment coming in at the moment. BlackRock is definitely working on the ETFs, but what the result will be, whether they will get the ETF or not, is still undecided. It's under question, and what impact the passing of the ETF will have on the overall crypto market is uncertain. One thing that's for sure is that the Bitcoin halving is coming, and historically every halving was followed by a massive rally. So now is the time to accumulate, because if things start exploding, they will do so very quickly. There are token unlocks installed on these 31 altcoins in the new week. Here is a day-by-day, hour-by-hour list. So this means when new projects release launch, they lock up some of their tokens for early investors, so there isn't a massive dump of the native tokens onto the market, plummeting the price. They usually give them like a vesting period of several months to a year or 2 years maybe, and so a lot of these things are opening up right now. So Alpha Zero opening up July, $1.5 million. That's opening up July 10th. These are all in July, I guess. 1.7 million. Cypher 1.9 million. ChainGPT 3.13 million. Internet Computer 13.47 million. Holy moly, that's a hefty number. July 11th. That's just today and tomorrow. Wilder World, no idea what that is. 1.6 million. BitMEX 6 million, over 6 million. GameFi 1 million. Crypto Aptos 32 million dumping on the market, might be. Boba Network, Game for a Living, GFAL 3.5 million. Raider 1.7 million. Sweat Economy that's the app I made a video on just recently. If you haven't checked that out, then make sure to go over and check out the Sweat Economy. You can download the app, it's free, there is no investment necessary, and basically you can earn tokens by walking. For every 4,000 something steps you take, you earn tokens, and I explain the sustainability of the project and how they're able to do it, so people don't think it's a scam. But go check it out. Anyway, they have a token unlock amount of 2 million, so it's probably gonna dump a little bit. There's also a burn coming up. There was about 2 billion tokens that were locked up in wallets that have not been opened or used since inception, and so the team has voted to burn a big chunk of these tokens, 1.8 billion tokens. So that's going to be good for the price cap. So should see a little surge. RSS3, $2 million, UXP protocol token, 1 million, 5 million for Bioeconomy, artificial intelligence, AI. I think the biggest release is for Uniswap, which is the big one. Uniswap is the one that's the very well used swapping exchange. $44 million that's going to be released, which is massive. That's pretty big. Scammers have developed a new method to steal cryptocurrency. Who is in danger? Again, I released a video just yesterday on scams, the honeypot scam and other scams that are out there. So check that video out as well. Revoke Cash, a popular tool that allows users to revoke unwanted token confirmations, has uncovered a new scam targeting BNB chain users. According to posts shared on social media by Revoke Cash, the scam involves scammers creating fake tokens and endorsements to trick users into canceling them. However, when users try to revoke these fake confirmations, they have to pay a huge gas fee that goes to the scammers. Scammers use a technique called gas tokens, which are tokens that can be minted and burned to get gas refunds. Gas tokens are originally developed on Ethereum as a way to save gas fees. Okay. So there you go. There's another scam in town. Be cautious, be wary, be careful. So ETF, I wanted to play you this little clip here of what's his name? Larry Fink. He's the CEO, the owner of BlackRock, and his perception, his view of
most of these cryptocurrencies. It just identifies how much money laundering there is.
2018, 2019, 20, and how his view changed. So I guess the perception is that BlackRock is hell-bent on getting in an ETF, and a company this big is highly likely to get it passed because they have like $9 trillion under management, which is massive, one of the biggest asset companies, holding companies out there.
Is being done in the world.
Is it true that you're building out a cryptocurrency capability?
No.
Don't your clients want crypto exposure?
No, I don't believe any client has sought out crypto exposure.
Really?
Yes. I'm encouraged by how many people are focusing on it. I'm encouraged about the narrative, but I don't believe we should think about crypto as a substitute of currency. But I am fascinated by it as an asset class.
Specifically on Bitcoin, we're a believer in digitization of products, and we do believe it could revolutionize finance. It's digitizing gold in many ways as a hedge against inflation, a hedge against the devaluation of your currency. Bitcoin is an international asset, and so it can represent an asset that people can play as an alternative. The foundation of BlackRock is about hope.
There you go. So you can see how much it's changed. All these big banks and companies are, they're dropping in and they're going to start investing money. Basically, Gareth Soloway.
And I think also just take a look at this. I mean, we were on April 14th, Bitcoin hit 31,000. That was April 14th. We're now at July 7th. And think about what the NASDAQ has done. The NASDAQ has continued to go up, at least 5.
This is Gareth Soloway on Bitcoin Daily, a quick little summary of what his prediction is for Bitcoin.
6% since then, maybe even 7 or 8%, yet Bitcoin has not been able to break up. That's concerning for me as an investor. That's concerning for me as an investor and has to be kind of monitored.
So what's Gareth doing now while Bitcoin doesn't make any major moves?
I'm short a little bit right here. Just looking for a breakdown. My cover is very obvious, like we talked about, any 5-day close above 30,500. It's a simple, easy, low risk trade because the risk is minimal here. It's only trading $200 below that level. So for me, I'm a risky trader. That's what I do for a living. For the retail crowd, I would say sit on the sidelines and watch to see if we get above that 30,500 level for those days. And then if you want to,
basically he's looking at a 35,000 top up possibly, but for himself, he's in a short right now. Is that what he said? But for retail traders, he's saying to wait. and basically that's where people are. This is a very good summary, I think, of where the market is. Crypto Twitter doesn't disappoint. We don't know where the market's going. This is the market. That's basically it. We don't know if it's going up, if it's going down, where it's moving. That's it for today. I'm gonna close it up here. A quick little summary. Make sure to smash up the likes on this, subscribe to the channel, check out the other videos on sweat economy, and if you haven't seen the video on the potential traps and scams that are out there, crypto scams, then make sure to check it out. I just released it yesterday. And I hope to see you in the next video. I'm gonna make a video on why you should be buying ADA now. So stick around to the next video. I mean, don't stick around, just come back for the next video. See you later.